Neil's favorite thing to say. What's up? That is all. But I only speak the truth. Yeah. Alright, I gotta do that download. How big was it? Oh, fuck. Okay, internet. No!
I don't know how big it was, but somebody told me it took them like 8 hours to download that. Was that you, Jamie? Or that might have been somebody else. That might have been Clueless. Took a long time, but then when you try to download it the night it drops, it generally does take a long time because the servers are overwhelmed. I think it's smaller than the game.
Download the games because I run like 25, 30.
Yeah, I'm running that too. You know, I'm running 150, but I think my PlayStation and Xbox max out at 25. I think their servers were just having trouble keeping up with the volume of people that were trying to download it when it was released. Because I talked to a couple people that said it took like 8 to 12 hours to download.
Yeah, it varies from like, you know, where people start.
I'm so thirsty. I am just parched right now. Like, God.
You might want to keep you like a big jug of water.
I drink so much water, it's ridiculous. Water is actually my favorite drink. I don't like pop at all. It's too sweet and it burns when you swallow it. I cannot drink that crap. I don't know how anybody can drink pop, especially if they're thirsty.
I can't drink it when I'm thirsty, but I do drink it when I can eat certain foods.
The only thing I can drink that's carbonated is beer, and I had to acquire a taste for beer. And I didn't acquire a taste for beer until I was like 26.
I don't drink beer like that.
I probably drink like a dozen, maybe 2 dozen beers a year. I probably drink. And I usually get a taste for beer like not every other time. I'm not even every other time, but every once in a while when I order a really good pizza, I want beer with it. Pizza beer. Dinner of champions. It's an acquired taste. My boyfriend used to get mad at me because I never did anything. He's like, you don't do anything. You're so L7. You don't drink, you don't smoke. You don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't do anything. Have a beer with me. I didn't start drinking until I was 26. And even then, I don't like hard alcohol at all. So I had like $350 worth of alcohol on my bar, and I've never opened it. It's sitting out there with dust on it. I've got like a $75 bottle of Hennessy. It's like, I think that alcohol is like 4 or 5 years old now. That's like 4 or 5 years old. And alcohol gets better with age. But it's sitting out there perfectly untouched.
I think I probably like drinking more wine than anything. I just don't like being like that.
I bought all the alcohol at one time just for decoration for my bar. Then when the guy asked me for ID, I was like, oh, I'm not going to drink this. This is just for decoration. Everybody in line was like outraged. They were like, what? I was like, yeah, it's just, you know, like, you go to Applebee's and you have the unopened bottles like behind the bar. That's what this is for. And it's been sitting out there ever since. So I got Jose Cuervo, Patron, Hypnotic, Hennessy, Tanqueray, Alizé, Nuvo, and Conjure of Cognac, and Grey Goose.
Well, damn.
The big bottles.
Oh yeah, I need to tell you something. Hold on. Can you hear me?
What'd you say, what'd you say, King? I'm sorry to call you Kanye.
No.
What'd you say, King?
Like, this is just a pure warning. Everybody in here is kind of stressed because of what happened last night and stuff like that. But you know, most people are kind of stressed. Let me break it down for you. Jay has a heart problem, right? Where he can't really stress out himself too much because he has 4 walks to get his heart problem under control. As I'm on his shoulder, and is stressed out because he's been doing his schoolwork and work at the same time trying to maintain his life and his relationship with me myself. I'm always stressed. I don't give a fuck whether I die.
You seem stressed out. Why are you stressed, King? You live at home.
I don't sound like it.
You're not in school.
Huh?
I can tell you do sound stressed out sometimes. But what are you stressed out about? What are you stressed out about?
It's a lot of shit.
So what?
Huh?
What?
This house.
You see what you have for you?
Like this house, the whole thing breaking down. You gotta pay this, you gotta pay that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I don't have a choice in the matter in the first place because
Really? I never got. You seem like you got a pretty laid back life right there. You seem pretty chill. You seem like you're always pretty chilled out. But I hear the stress in your voice sometimes when you're on the game when you're talking. But I didn't know what it was about. Just imagine adding kids to that, or a relationship to that, or a job you hate to that.
I don't mind.
You know?
I don't mind having a relationship. I can handle a relationship. I've handled a lot of shit in my life to this point where I thought I could not even fucking do it at this point. But the thing is, I keep going. I'm just waiting till the day that I just fall down,
That's all
collapse,
you
break down.
need to. That's the thing about stress. You have to put it in perspective. If you don't, it'll get the best of you. If you let stress get the best of you, it'll manifest other problems. Because some people turn to cigarettes and alcohol and drugs to deal with stress, or other self-destructive behavior. Damn it.
But yeah, just watch how you talk to everybody on Discord, especially Matt, who we just call Crow, because
I don't
he's
disrespect
really
anybody on Discord. One thing I can tell you, Dini, I'm a person that speaks my mind. I'm direct as a bullet. Now, some people
yeah, I
really like that about me, or they don't like that about me.
told him about
But I'm not gonna not say what's on my mind because that's not me.
Yeah, I know. That's why
I can't. So you asking me to watch what I say? Not gonna happen.
Yeah, I told
Maybe I get along with some of your friends. Maybe I won't get along with some of them. Maybe they can't handle certain conversation, and we can always just agree to disagree and leave it at that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be censored and worry about tips going around somebody about what I say because that's just not me.
Yeah, I've actually talked to everybody about that. I know that you do your own stuff.
And we were just having a conversation. It was a conversation. It's nothing to get all bent out of shape about and still be worked up about the next day. It was a hot topic. The stuff we were talking about. It's a hot topic, and that. Conversations about politics and religion can get a little heated. I don't even know if he was on the game that day. Me, Lily, and Clueless and some other people were talking. We got to talking about God and homosexuality and gender and all this other shit. And that shit got real heated. And Clueless got real bad. That shit was so funny to me. I love getting on party chatting and having all kind of conversations and meeting all kind of people and picking people's brain and talking about all kind of stuff. But you can get on a game and talk to people about anything. But the thing is, if you can't handle the conversation, you can either stop it or leave the conversation.
Yeah, but you're take and foremost, the guys on here. I know I love the guys on here.
saying what?
They will find you and kill you, especially when
They find you and do what?
kill you.
Like you, like what do you mean? Like in my life, in real life?
Yeah.
You're joking.
I'm not
One thing
joking.
I'm not worried about.
I am
One thing
not
I'm not
joking.
worried about is somebody coming to my house and doing anything to me, because I'm not worried about that at all. Anybody comes to my house, start some shit with me, can get 2
No,
minutes.
I'm not saying that it's gonna happen. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it's gonna happen, but you
It
did
wouldn't happen even if I posted my address online. That is the furthest thing from my worries. That I say something to some child
I
on his name.
understand that. I understand
Because
that.
only a child, Keenan, only a child will take something that somebody says online in a party chat so personal that they would want to cause somebody some harm. And I'm not worried about no child doing nothing to me. I'm not worried about no
No,
harm.
it's not even that. It's the fact that when you were talking, you didn't give anybody a chance to reply to what you actually stated. That's the thing that they were
I
just
got
telling
pissed
me.
off about. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say I got. Well, not pissed off, but I got worked up about that topic about rape because I don't know. I think a man's perspective on rape, especially a man's not gonna really have an understanding about that shit from a woman's perspective. It's so dismissive and it's so I don't know. It's just so you can't. A man can't really put that shit in perspective because that shit happens to 3 out of 5 women, not 3 out of 5 men. And the subject, the subject started to frustrate me because I deal in facts. I deal in facts more than I deal in opinion and emotion. You know what I mean? And like that Bill Cosby situation, I've been following that shit for a long time and researching for a long time. And yeah, I think some of them women are lying. Just like I think that woman lied on like Mike Tyson. I think that girl lied on fucking Kobe Bryant. And I think that one chick got Tupac covered in that situation. But 30, 50 people are not telling the same lie on you. Some of them women, yeah, jump on the bandwagon. So we start talking about the issue more and more. It was a conversation and it got a little worked up, but it's okay. It's just a conversation. And even if the conversation gets worked up, then that just means it's a good debate or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it pissed me off more so, I think, because I'm a woman. And then I hear people say the dismissive things that they say. Like, and not even just your friends, but like, I watch the stuff like people like Cat Williams had to say, some of the other comedians, like, who's the other comedian? Eddie Griffith, Charlamagne, you know, some of those other guys. And that's why people don't come forward with stuff like that, because they don't want to be ridiculed. And people don't believe it. And it is outrageous, you know. And then, yeah, some women do make it hard for women who have been violated, but that doesn't mean that everybody should be trivialized to that respect. Even if some of them are lying, even if some of those women out of the 50 are lying, doesn't mean it should be discounted. And it really doesn't matter whether the shit was 30 or 40 years ago. And the point that I was trying to make yesterday was 30, 40 years ago, there was no venue or platform to really report or do anything about that. Your husband can beat your ass half to death and you can call the police and they'll tell him just go somewhere and sit down and cool off. You wouldn't even be arrested for no shit like that. Women's rights were still evolving 20, 30, 40 years ago. It's almost barely just got on bar. You know what I'm saying? So like when we start talking about shit that's not video violated, we're gonna talk about real world shit. You know,
Everybody talks about
we get emotional about it. Yeah, people, people will sometimes get emotional about stuff that they're passionate about. I got passionate about it because I've got personal experience with that shit. And when someone doesn't have personal experience about it and they're talking based on assumption and not facts, I got worked up about the conversation because I was passionate about what I'm talking about because it's a real problem. It's a real problem. And one thing that irritates me is when people, try to deal with what they assume and they're not looking at facts. You're on the outside of the subject looking in on it. That can be frustrating. So he might have got frustrated, but I got frustrated.
No one got frustrated. No one got frustrated, Marie. Just that they didn't have the chance to.
I got frustrated.
Well, you see,
frustrated.
That's what you taking the conversation too far. If you know that you're getting frustrated, then just chill out, leave it alone, and move on. That's what we just stepping over here. If you know you're getting frustrated for conversation, you don't like it, you gotta tell people.
No, I
just
can
move
see
on.
the thing. I can feel my emotions. I can be frustrated and articulate how I feel, even in frustration, without insulting nobody. I didn't disrespect anybody yesterday. I didn't cuss anybody outside yesterday. I call anybody names, and regardless, and here's the thing: if you had a problem with what I said, and I wasn't even really talking to you, I was talking to somebody else, I'm not sure I was talking to. That person, if they have this issue, they're the ones who need to address that with me. I don't need you or whoever that person is should need you to sit up here and tell me how they feel about whatever I had to say yesterday. Let that person
No,
say
it's
something
not
to me if
that
they got something to say to me
they
about
had
it.
a problem. The only person that had a problem with you on here is that it's Azan when he said that he was
Well, then Azar should be the one articulating that
He's
problem.
at a driving
Not
class right
Azar
now.
should just get over it.
He's at a driving class right
Huh?
now. He's not gonna be home for a
Yeah,
few
well, then the
hours.
next time I'm on Discord, Azar can deal with me and say whatever he needs to say to me. He don't need you to do that. You don't need to be a go-between me and Azar.
Yeah,
Azar should be able to. Azar should be able to pick his own battles, and if he has something to say to me, he can just say it to me.
that's true.
And if Azar doesn't like me because of how the conversation went yesterday, I don't even know who that is, and I really don't care.
That's true.
I really don't care. Not everybody's gonna like everybody, and not everybody's gonna agree with other people's opinions and point of view on things. That's called individuality.
Yeah, all I gotta say is like just watch how you start a conversation.
I'm not gonna tame it. You're not my dad. I'm not gonna watch nothing. I'm gonna be me. And if that don't jive with the people you play games with, if you don't want me in your party, then just say that. But I'm not gonna worry about watching nothing I say. You say exactly what I want to say. People go on this game and talk about the dumbest shit and say the most random shit about whatever. About women, sex, politics, drugs, or whatever. I'm not gonna watch
But
nothing I say. I don't have to.
we don't take it to a personal use though. That's the
No, I don't know. The problem is, whoever I'm talking to, whether we're talking about, they're the ones who shouldn't take it personal. There's no reason to. And if they do, then you have one thing you have the option of doing on the game is muting somebody you don't want to hear or not talking to them. But you tell me to watch what I say, you might as well be talking to the wall, buddy, because I'm not going to change nothing I say or what I think to accommodate nobody else. Either I'll jive with some of your things and I won't. If me and you are cool, that's all you got to worry about. If it's been Alvin or Jay or whoever the hell has a problem with me, they need to be one to talk to me about it. They shouldn't need to have you say shit to me about it, because that's childish. Set them the man up, say whatever they got to say to me. Or get over it, because that was like, what, yesterday?
Oh, hey, Dixon.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, fine so far. How are you, man?
Oh, I'm just messing around for the moment. Working on a client's website. Having so much fun.
Nice.
How about you?
Work issues, house issues, children issues, death issues, etc. And chat issues.
Oh, I see.
some Discord issues. And I'm sorry, Keenan. You know, you're my homeboy. I don't mean. I'm not trying to give you a hard time or starting crap with your friends.
I just wish as far as I'm to see if I can man up and talk to you about this issue. Honestly, it's not a real problem. Me at some point, at this point, alright, just fucking get up. Everything you just cut it. Because if I gotta invite a person here and everybody gonna have a problem with that person because she gets uppity or he gets uppity at one point in the chat because of this conversation, then why the fuck am I even playing video games? I should just be talking about my artwork and imaginations.
You play video games because you're a weirdo. You're a weirdo.
Thank you, I'm a weeaboo and I should just fucking leave and never come back. Yeah. I should just take the gun and end my life.
I said the Spaniard. That's it.
It really shouldn't be that serious, Cameron. Really.
I
It's really gonna be
experienced
okay.
death. I experienced death 5 fucking times already in my life. Alright? In my life. 5 fucking times. And it cannot be worse than what I'm experiencing right now. I can tell you for foremost. A shotgun to the chest. Knife through the chest. 9 shots on the leg. A stab wound big enough to say my grandma had a big shit on the leg. And I almost nearly died from blood loss. But it can't be worse than this, right? Now I have to deal with a lady. I gotta deal with get a letter fee. I gotta go all the way up to a place. It takes me 2 hours to get there, to put down timely and all that shit. And I gotta hear a person complain to me all fucking day about some shit. Do you think I wanna come up into a chat room and see people bar shit right now? Because
These are gonna resolve as far as I'm concerned. Just leave it alone. If you have something to say to me, you'll say it. Like, I don't even know who you're talking about. If you got back in the chat,
go and comment to me and tell me, Kim, you could be
yeah, but see, they
a
were
bitch
talking to
girl
you.
open to this chat
That's
again,
the
don't
problem.
bring her here, blah, 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 all that shit. I'm just fucking dumb.
Well, then, Cayman, if you don't want me to join your chat, if they don't want me in your chat, if it's gonna put you in I don't want you to feel like you have to choose between me and friends. I just started using Discord there. That's not for you to fix. That's for me and them to fix.
I'm not trying to
You
fix
can't
the
fix
problem, pure. I'm trying to resolve the problem. There's a difference.
But you can't resolve it. This is the thing what I'm trying to tell you. If this is a problem between me and whoever you're talking about,
look at this. As a hound goes behind his back and says something.
About whatever we were talking about yesterday was
look at
over
this,
with,
girl. Look at
if
this.
he can't address it or get over it, that's on him. But he has to deal with me on that. You can't deal with me on that.
Exactly. Like, that's what I'm trying to resolve right now. He goes behind his back and says something that he doesn't like, and he doesn't confront you with the issue. He doesn't confront you with the issue.
He can say something to me. You need to let him say something to me or just let it go.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, life's too short for all this drama.
I should just kill myself right now.
So,
just let it, Cayman, just pick. This is what I say. This is what I feel you should do. Don't say nothing else to him about it. If you want me to stay out of your chat, I'll stay out of it. If you don't care and you want to just see what happens, just wait and see what happens. See if he says something to me. It might work itself over. It might just go away. You know what I'm saying? As far as I was concerned, whatever was said or disagreed upon, that shit was yesterday. I was over it. If he's still harping on this shit, let him off on it.
No, it's not a point of thing. Every time we get a new person in here that has some form of problem or some form of disability, mental illness, whatever on this chat that has a problem up in here, everybody don't like it, they want to kick him out, let's kick him out just like that. There's one fucking problem. I'm kind of getting sick and tired of it. And today is the last fucking day. Today is the last fucking day I ever see this on this chat. Right? If I see this on this chat again, and someone say, okay, I want to check you out on Jay's stream, Jay's bring somebody else, or me streaming something, or something, and they want to chill with him or whatever the fuck, a friend of his, whatever the fuck, and everyone has a problem with him, I am fucking gone. I'm gone. I'm done.
I think what it is, you're trying to keep the peace. I really don't feel there's any peace to keep. Whoever that is, if we end up in discord at the same time, if he has an issue with me, let him address it. It may just go away on its own. Whatever they were hollering about yesterday might be over with. A lot of people don't stay mad about stuff long, especially petty stuff. And whatever his problem is, it's something petty because it was just a difference of opinion of a conversation that got a little overworked. And that was yesterday, man. I don't harp on petty shit. It was yesterday. It was over with. I wouldn't even have thought nothing else about it had you not said anything. To be honest with you, like I got in here today, we started talking about warframe or whatever. Like that whole conversation yesterday, it was yesterday. It was over with, as far as I was concerned. If he's still butthurt about a difference of opinion about a topic that we don't have to keep talking about, that's just childish to me. He's too. You gotta be able to control your emotions better than that, or not harp on shit. Like if you're gonna dwell on shit, then you can do that. I'm not gonna do it. I don't need to. I don't need to. That's the fun thing about Party Chat is talking to people, picking their brains, and having random conversations about real stuff, video games, whatever. Like, and then some of it becomes it can become an argument. We start talking about politics and religion and beliefs and stuff like that. Yeah, some topics do come up, but I'm not afraid to talk about that stuff because it can take that turn. You know, as long as you can articulate what you're saying without disrespecting anyone. I don't think anybody disrespected anybody yesterday. I really don't feel that happened. But as long as it doesn't turn into a personal attack on somebody, you know, there shouldn't be no hard feelings.
Huh? Man, no, you know what, Dixon? You know what, dude? After I watched so many friends die and I watched my girlfriend die, I gave up on life that moment. I just, honestly, anybody comes at me with anything, I just don't. I don't give a fuck at this point. I just don't.
It's not to the point you just give a fuck, man. It's just you just have to take life one step at a time.
No. As a young man coming up, I've seen too much. That's where I'm going with it. I just see too much. That's how I am right now. When I see I get serious, I can be an asshole sometimes. I'm sorry, but when you see I'm calm, I'm fun to hang out with. I'm gonna give it that. If I'm not, then you know it's up to your own opinion.
Well, anybody can be an asshole sometimes, Keenan.
Well, yeah. That's all I gotta say to it. But you know, when I see I come to a serious matter, I see all the fucking time. It really does get to me sometimes. It really does. It's just something I see all the time. And at some point, I just wanna like cut it, leave it, and then put it in trash. But if I can resolve the issue, I will try. But if I can't, I'll just give up. Yeah, I'm not about to go kill myself over the issue. It's just fucking childish. It's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is really childish. I honestly think it'll blow over. If it doesn't, it's nothing. You can't resolve something for two other people. The two people have to resolve the issue. You can't pick other people's battles and fight other people's battles for them. That's one thing I've learned in my years on this earth. If I have a friend and I have like two friends, right, and my two friends don't like each other, I'm not going to get in the middle of that because I can't resolve it and I'm not going to take sides. And I think all that's going to do is generate unnecessary stress for you. I let them work it out. If they can't work it out, I'm still going to be friends with my two friends. If they don't like each other, that's on them. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna not be one person's friend because my other friend don't like them. I'm not gonna exclude my one friend. They just have to be mature enough to accept the fact they don't like each other. You know what I'm saying? But GP is GP. Just don't disrespect each other. You don't have to like someone. You can't force that on people. You know what I mean? I understand what you're trying to do, and I appreciate it, but I think you're just gonna find yourself ice skating uphill with that because you can't pick people's battles for them, and you can't resolve people's issues
No,
for
that's
them.
not
They
the,
have to
that's
do
not
it
the
themselves.
problem here. I'm not trying to pick any battles.
Uphill with the handling.
Yeah, like okay, couple months back, we had two people here called Shadow Aisha, and we had someone called Christian here.
I'm sorry, my system is running slow. It's just
Christian
gonna
is a kid who always likes to put the blame on himself whenever someone talks to him. Like say we talk to him in a conversation, we're like, man, oh man, we like this, you like this. Be like, oh, I'm sorry, man. Like, you always say he's sorry about something, right? Which is just unknown, and we don't know what the hell it would be at that point. Like he keeps putting himself down at some point, and then next thing you know, one day he ends up blaming Marcus for something that Marcus didn't do, and everybody just got uppity at that one point. He got one problem, and they kick him out of the chat. Shadow actually was the same thing. She was just dishing out everything on everybody, and whenever anybody dishes out on her, she ends up going and cry about it at some point. We don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. She ends up getting kicked out because of that. Now, I understand that you can resolve some stuff to a certain point, but there is some give and take in everything. I don't know how long you can actually do it. I don't know how long you can actually keep doing it for some point. But me as a living being, walking, talking, death of corpse right now, I walk into my house, I can hear my own bones cracking, bro. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. That's not even healthy. I sleep at night, my bones crack. Like I am so close to dying because of one small thing. I can tell you how close I am.
Oh my god.
But
you need a vacation or something. How old are you? You sound like you're talking
I don't
like
need a vacation.
65.
The last time a person tried to make me go to a
Stress
therapist,
reliever.
a friend of mine tried to get me to go to a therapist. You know what ended up happening? I ended up nearly killing the therapist in the first place. Right? I don't need no vacation. I don't need nothing. All I need people to do is just act nice. That's all I need. I try to avoid conflict as much as I can, but every time it comes to me, I end up smashing somebody's face. And you know what happens? I end up driving them to the
you know what? That's it. You don't like conflict. You don't like to see other people in conflict, and that's an animal quality. You don't like conflict. You try to resolve other people's conflict, but don't burden yourself with other people's conflict. You know what I mean? Because that just adds. It sounds like to me you got enough stress that you're generating on your own. Don't pile that onto it, especially something as silly as a disagreement in a video game party chat that was really about nothing more than a matter of difference of opinion. Like I've learned, sometimes you gotta let stuff go. It's just easier to say, okay, you know what, that was yesterday, just let it go. But some people dwell on shit and they beat a dead horse to death and they stay mad about dumb shit. Like, to me, when something's over with and what was said, and I just leave it. I just leave you right where I find you. Don't harp on it. Sometimes you have to learn to just not harp on shit and just let stuff go. Don't let stuff fester. Especially something that petty. Now, I didn't steal from anyone, I didn't disrespect anyone, I didn't accuse anyone of anything. We just had a difference of opinion on a hot political topic. That's why people tell you don't talk politics, don't talk religion in certain circles. Because some people can't handle it. I personally like talking about politics and religion and stuff like that. I actually enjoy a good debate. It doesn't, even if it does get a little amped up, I enjoy it. Some people like talking about economy and religion and politics and stuff like that. Even people who play video games, But I realize that some of y'all are significantly younger than me, and I think sometimes some of the stuff for some people, not you, but some people, is probably over their head, over the reasoning abilities, and that's probably because of the generational gap. And just due to personal life experience, which comes with age. You know, when I was 15, I wasn't talking about the kind of stuff that I'm talking about now. When I was 20, I was talking about certain things. When I was 25, I was talking about certain things. You know, as that goes on, your concepts, your perspectives, just like your taste in food, change over time. You know, and then sometimes, you know, you're talking to people who are kids, you're talking to adults, and sometimes kids actually say profound things to me. And I'll be talking to someone, I'm like, you know what, that's an old soul right there. Because I'm talking to somebody who's really young, but is very mature. Like, for example, this one kid that I know on PlayStation, Johnny Danger. He's like 16, but I swear he's 55. He doesn't get worked up about nothing. He's super laid back. And I have some pictures of him on Facebook where he's like with his family, I think at Disney World or something like that. And they're all on roller coaster rides. They're on this bell thing that's on a drop. And it's dropping. And like, I guess his little cousin or little brother, the look on his face when they snap the picture when you go down the roller coaster, he looks like his face is sudden death. Everybody's got their arms up, super excited because they're doing the drop, and he's just sitting there with a poker face, and he just too cool to show any emotion. He's just giving it a salute. I don't know if y'all have to, he's the only one on there. Going over the damn cliff, and he's just completely unfazed by it. Your little cousin looks like he's facing sudden death. Everybody else is in the moment. You just too cool, so what a salute. It's all about personality, man. Not everybody's personality is gonna jive. Me and you guys, you don't expect us to be with all your friends. You know how many people got into it on the game? I've seen them people get into it with the game. People let her kid be in the same party. Like, that shit is a constant, man. Don't let that shit stress you out. That's always gonna happen. Because you always meet people on the game. It's always because it involves both people and personality. It's no big deal.
Mess with the best, die like the rest.
Slow tonight. I'm so glad when I got 25 minutes left before I get off work. Shit is like snail mail tonight. Take too damn long to freaking update this. And you clean blackouts right now.
Yes, I am.
Did you have to do an update?
Yeah, I did do one earlier this afternoon. I guess something came out where they had to update again. And it took fucking forever for no damn reason.
My joint's been stuck in.
The first thing I do when I come home do is turn on my PS4. The first thing I do when I come home is turn on my PS4. I know I got updates to update my games, man.
One guy told me it took him 8 hours to do the DLC. Another guy told me it took him 12 hours. I think it's the server that are happening. Go to this site called downdetector.com. I don't know if you guys are hip to that. If you go to downdetector.com, you can look up everything on there. Like every video game server, Like even your service provider like Comcast, like TV, Dish, it's like a tracker for anything that's having a problem. And if you look up the Call of Duty service on there, I guarantee you other people are posting the same issues.
It's part of the spirit that I know.
The people I talk to were having problems on Xbox too. I play on both consoles.
Mechanical down.
You need to shave that videos, man. It looks so uneven.
I feel okay with the type of guy, but I feel good about for a long day was you just put this stuff down, there's left of that and just falls on his neck. And man, it's just out in like 2 minutes.
Be advised, hostile HCXD spotted.
Yeah, man, when he comes up from there.
When Gambit comes to work, like, all I ever hear from this room is,
What do you do for a living?
that motherfucking cartoon.
You need to update your profile on Facebook, because I think Facebook profile
Be
says
advised, hostile UAV incoming.
yeah, I think it's Facebook profile says
That lady with the fat ass trying to get in that truck, she's doing that shit on purpose. Nigga, she's doing that shit on purpose.
You hear me, Kevin? You should know I can't join you at the hot DLC.
Demolition asset vehicle.
No.
I started to buy the DLC today for a giveaway, but I bought a $50 PlayStation Network card instead because I didn't know how many people want the DLC if that would be more universal than a giveaway.
That's the card.
Asset
Over
degraded.
there. I mean, did it love
You should know this. I got this game when I first dropped.
I know you got the game with the first job. I didn't know you were caught it right now.
Yeah.
I didn't need to load again. It's just like,
Hostile Hellstorm inbound. Hostile UAV above.
How are the new maps? Are they any good? Have you hey, like, you got the collector's edition on the Black Ops 2? How are they now? Can you check them out? You like it?
Kill.
Be advised, hostile HCXD spotted.
I think Call of Duty is really gonna try it this year. Because I saw something online yesterday on YouTube that said the original makers of COD, somebody they had let go, they brought back. It wasn't Treyarch, it's not Activision. Who was making COD back in Modern Warfare 4? If you said it, I would know it. It's not Treyarch and it's not Activision. Infinity Ward. They're making the one for this year. It comes out November.
Call of Duty, no, Activision has two companies. Activision has two companies that make Call of Duty.
Be advised. Hostile HCXD
It's only Treyarch and Infinity Ward. That's it. There's only two. There's no third one. Every year, each of the companies bring out they take turns. Each year, each company brings out a Call of Duty game. Infinity Ward was Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. When 2 came out, it was Infinity Ward. When that War crap, that was Treyarch. Yeah, Activision is the sponsor for the developers. Yeah, because they got which is very confusing to me. Because I thought they were playing
down the facts.
Yeah, Infinity Ward was good.
Did Modern Warfare 3? That was the last time I played Call of Duty.
That's because the main people who made Call of Duty good, they all left.
But now, you know, they had a big fallout with the developers because they were making this for 7 hours a day, 7 days a week, 16 hours a day as salary. They weren't even giving them overtime.
There was only 2 guys that had trouble that Activision were not liking. The 2 main leads of the Modern Warfare franchise had beef with Activision because they questioned their creative response. And they were getting too famous, if anything. They were getting very well known by average people, which the sponsors don't want that to happen because it like when they got fired, everybody who worked with them left with them, and they all went to EA and made a studio called Respawn Entertainment. And they made the game called
the article that I read, and they went to do the Titanfall thing, it wasn't just 2 people. They had a class action.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying 2 people left. I said 2 people left, and when they left, the people who worked with them followed with them to EA.
We're talking about, I think, 2 different things. What I'm talking about is the labor violations that they had as a company, not just for the couple people you're talking about. This was a lot of employees, and Call of Duty has been trash ever since then, and it's no wonder. But they had a class action suit against them for just basically robbing people's out. But that's some greedy as investors that end up doing that. They take control over creative control because they're backing, with these people's ideas with money so they can bring them into fruition. But that's right around that time because that's what they thought the Titanfall was going to kill Call of Duty. I personally don't think it was Titanfall. Titanfall sucks. I think people only played it for like 2 weeks and then they were right back playing whatever. But, yeah, I don't know. I would like to see it, but I think that they realized that everything that they've tried ever since then has not worked, and Call of Duty's been on a steady decline. I hope that this means they're going to bring it back to their roots, because I'm just about done with Call of Duty. About done with it. You remember how you used to be able to get on Modern Warfare, or was it 3 or 4? Remember how you could get on there and see how many people were on the playlist? Like 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 people on like Domination or Headquarters. I think they took that feature out of the game because they really just don't want you to know how many people are not playing this game. I don't think they want you to know how many people are not playing this.
Cameron, you hear me? Nigga, I'm gonna keep calling you out until you answer that. I ain't playing with you. Stupid. What is this video? Yeah, that's man. Yeah. There's this crazy video Cameron posted on Facebook with the guy who invented a soundproof box for children.
I've seen that. Tony sent me that shit. And I was like, why is he doing this? Why is he just getting the orgy in the room? And the parents are just like, we can't watch this anymore. And I was just like, why? Oh my god.
There's no way in hell that thing is actually soundproof. No fucking way.
So what, the kids just get in and just start screaming and carrying on and no one can hear them?
I don't know how to explain it. You'd have to watch it yourself.
Are we still on Facebook?
Yeah.
Send me the video. Check it out. one more call after this. And I was free. It's free, huh?
Oh my god.
What in the world?
Oh, Jay, hey, so how's your health?
Huh?
How you been feeling lately?
What do you mean?
Have you gotten that garlic and ginger in your diet?
No. Didn't I tell you why I couldn't take the garlic from my family?
Yeah, but like, did you at least tell your mom that she needs to buy a little bit more? I mean, it should be pretty cheap, man. I get like a fucking bushel of garlic over here for 89 cents.
I don't know, man. I don't go shopping with her. She don't tell me when she goes to shop. Like, she shops at random moments and she never tells me. Even though I tell her she should let me come with her.
That's a fuckboy move. No offense.
What?
She don't tell you when she about to go shop?
Like, she'll shop, like, right after work. And then she'll, like, when she comes in, she'll call me to bring, like, all the heavy-ass bags up and shit. So, it's like, I'm pretty sure she don't want me to.
Did you at least tell her that you need some more garlic and ginger?
Yeah, because I probably forgot. Like I said, man, like, she'll shop at random moments and whatever, it wouldn't even matter because she'll shop at random moments and she wouldn't care. I could give her a message, but let me see if she's awake.
I mean, man, it's pretty cheap. If you got the time, if I was you, I would just do it.
Hey, didn't I say I just drink ginger tea from the group?
Ginger tea is not, so I looked it up, and that's not the same. Like, you really want it to be as raw as possible, like maybe only slightly heated. And you want the actual compounds of the garlic and ginger in your system for you to get the blood-thinning effects.
I'm gonna throw up if I put that shit in my mouth.
No, there's ways you can, like, put that shit in things. You can put it in a taco. You could, like, if you really want to eat some meat, man, you can make, like, some ground beef. Like, I've done this before. I've made some ground beef and put the garlic in at the end so the garlic only cooks slightly. It only heats through so it doesn't taste like fucking raw garlic. And I eat it that way.
I mean, she uses the garlic and grinds it up and she cooks it with rice and shit sometimes.
That's too much cooking, though. Like, it needs to be as raw as possible. Like, really only just heat it slightly.
But can you smell it like a pill? Because you know, like, when you break it off, like, it swirls about the size of, like, a... Can you
You
just,
do
like,
not
swirl
want
it?
to garlic. That shit will give you terrible diarrhea and stomach pain.
Yeah,
you really want to eat it with something else.
I take it you try that. Have you tried that?
I have. You can do that with ginger, though. It might burn your stomach up a
I
little bit.
just tried the freaking fish oil pill, and they were making me burp all day, and it was like the fish, just like aftertaste. Oh, it was horrible. I can't take those.
You burp and then you feel like throwing up because you get the fish smell.
Yeah, no, I said I was gonna take those.
Vagina, what the fuck? Why are you so vagina?
I'm not gonna take a fish there.
Nigga, you know, like vagina be smelling like fish because balls smell like ass. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I have to disagree with that. I don't know what kind of vagina you've been exposed to, but I'm gonna go ahead and disagree with that.
I'm sure yours probably does not smell like fish. Yours probably smells
Well,
like...
hygiene. Hygiene.
I was about to say, yours probably smells like Ariel, like shampoo or something. Like, it probably smells like a rich person.
I'm gonna tell you, like, who was that said to little Michael Jackson? It has pressed palm hairs with glitter sprinkled on it now. That's a quote. Community quote.
I have smelled the woman before, and I'm so the only way I can describe her, because it was in a college dorm, we weren't even being sexual, but she was just naked in there at the time. And she was one of these, like, pretty, like hippie people. And I'm just, it caught me off guard, because I didn't expect her to just walk up in her room naked. Like, after she got out the gym, but she just got to changing and shit. But then, like, I smelled it, I swear to God, she smelled like a Republican. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it smelled like rich, white, and entitled.
Wiki.
I don't know. It smelled like new money.
That's interesting. Oh, okay. New money. Okay. Okay, now that makes sense to me. They smart Republican. I know the new money, like a new car smell. I'm not even thinking about what new money smells like, but
Like a Republican.
has a certain smell. I'm a very visual.
No.
My mom always say, we don't need the gory details. So, like, I'm very graphic. Like, my mind is very graphic when it comes to, like, that was a very good analogy. I didn't get it, and that's why I had to ask you. But when you said it smells like new money, I was like, okay, I can picture that. Did you send me that picture of the soundproof video thing you were talking about?
I was in too. Hey man, I was in driving school. I was at driving school to answer your question.
How long do you have to do that for?
For the next week.
Oh my god, I used to hate doing driving school. I had driving school so many times for like speeding. That's what I was doing. I'd be in there with like drunks and drug addicts.
Yeah, but
But I don't even have to do it like for a whole 8-hour day. I never had to do it for like 2 weeks.
I just took it right now.
If you get a DUI, God help you. That shit'll stay on your record for 75 years, and they might not say the rest of your life. 75 years. That's the rest of your life. Because you gotta figure you're at least 15 when you drive. You'll be like 90 if you got DUI. Most people aren't getting DUIs at like 15. Some people probably get DUIs at probably like 20, 21. They might as well just say the rest of your life. It will stay on your record for the rest of your life. I found that out in my last driving school. Your DUI stays on your record for 75 years. It used to not be 75 years. It used to be like I think 10 years. They upped it to the 75 years.
Basically, because they're just looking at you like, just like, don't fucking do it. Just don't do it. Sex like a long distance cigarette. I can't find the video. Y'all said that you make sure that shit.
What video?
The one with the kid in the box.
Yeah, the super orgy with the kid in the box. That's fucked up.
Where is it at? Like, is it like on your page?
You want me to come in for the X-ray again?
What? What?
When?
What? Oh, he's on the phone.
Tuesday. I don't know how many more travelers you gotta take out. How many is there left? 2? Okay. And when's the surgery? Okay.
I can't find the fucking video.
Hey, if I die, I die. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andre.
Sometimes I wish I just had a car of my own.
Huh?
I said I just wish I had a car of my own because I just want to drive on my friend's house and just slap the shit out of him right now.
That is not where you would be driving if you had a car, right? Come on, stop playing. You would be
Bro, I
driving
have to because he just called. He just invited me to a party on Thursday.
You would be driving to the closest open vagina. Let's be real.
Yeah, that too, but I have to slap him because he just came out of jail for the most serious reason.
What was it?
He got pulled over by a cop and he didn't provide his license and he resisted arrest. But the resisted arrest part was stupid because he was the cop wanted to drag him out the car and he couldn't because he still had his seatbelt on and the cop registered that as resisting arrest.
Oh my god.
Because he couldn't pull him out because he was still in the
seatbelt.
Yeah.
think that the cop didn't break his arm, but at the same time, if he broke his arm, if he broke his arm and pulled him out of that, he could have sued them.
Yeah. And then my nigga said there was something like so much shit when he went in there. I told him, bruh, stop doing that. He said, I wanted to get in some fights while I was in there too. I was like, no, you don't.
Deathmatch.
He does.
You're authorized to engage.
You get to a race, okay, they should use the regular race.
No, this is when he said that, like, they put him in, he said, like, they didn't put him on others.
Infantry.
Like, was he already in prison when he was moved?
No.
Smoke checked.
That's a great thing.
I told him, don't ever do that again. Don't ever, because you're my close sister. I can't leave you. Like, that nigga has been shooting me for a good 10 years now.
When I apply for a job and go for an interview, if anybody else comes in for that same interview, I'm going to start just so I can keep up with who got the job after. What? Huh?
Reaper
Not
kill.
just these jobs. It's like, okay, I was telling Chloe shit this morning. Me, I'm all about Black Power. If you need something, well, I'm rap actually. I haven't done Black Power at all. Yeah. Yeah, that was a straight laugh in my teeth. I'm sorry, Rat. My man had to be like, I don't have the fuck. But, for me, whatever you want to have to feel better
Friendly
about
care package
yourself,
incoming.
I don't care really. Like, I know that's what a lot of it is for some people when they're just like, hey, Black Power because I want to be a part of something. I'm like, that's great. You know, that's why a lot of people join the military. That's why a lot of people join fraternities, sororities, everything. Hey, you want to be a part of something, right? Huh?
You will feel better, because you know why?
Why?
You make me feel better.
Oh,
Reaper
thanks.
down.
You know, you gotta get some of this love. Come here.
Come here, man.
You're not touching me. I'll kill you.
Yes, you will.
But, like, fucking, me and Crow were talking about this shit earlier, where, oh, what the fuck?
Nigga, get to the point. Shit.
No, I'm sorry, like, this kid just picked up a motherfucking snake, like, it ain't shit.
Get off it.
Well, okay, fine. Well, but, like, me and Crow were talking about this shit earlier, and it really annoyed me, because, like, I was looking at the people who got jobs in my industry, and the people without degrees in my industry, I don't know any Black man without a degree in my industry who has a job. And I know a lot. And fucking all the people in my industry that don't have a degree, and don't get me wrong here, I don't think it's super racist or anything, but it's like, it's white guys, it's Asian guys, and some Indian guys. There are no Black men without degrees with jobs in my industry, like in the
Hostile care package overhead.
Or owners of their own businesses. And I was like looking at my mentor, and he doesn't even have a degree in the field. Like, he only has a communications associate, and he's been working in there for like 6 years now. So I was talking about that shit. I was like, I don't think anybody understands like this whole like we're gonna be Black and belligerent movement, because back in the fucking early 2000s and 90s, it was I'm Black and I'm proud, and that was great. It was just I'm going to be Black, I'm going to be proud of that, and we can get behind that. But now it's like I'm Black and I'm belligerent, and I'm just proud, and I'm going to make white people bad about being white, and I'm just like, no, because now when I have to go to that white guy for a job, he's going to think I'm one of the like fucking belligerent people, and I'm not. And Girl was like, looking at he was talking to me about that shit this morning, because he was just like, bro, like, if he was racist around on you because like all the other places that have any jobs that matter, there's no black people there. That shit begins to like annoy me now. It's like everywhere I turn around, it's like, you know, another, like my nigga, he's a good guy and everything, but he's just angry and black, and he's angry and black in public. And I'm just like, he knows some of my business contacts. What if they think that I'm like him? That I'm about to come up in that office and just be like, you know what, fucking white people need to be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, just make it hard for black people to get a job.
Exactly.
Right.
Because you're freaking out white people, and white people will be like, if I hire this guy, he's gonna bring that shit onto here too.
Exactly. So motherfuckers won't even look at me if I don't have a degree.
And truth be told, I've worked on 3 jobs, but so far as much as I know, black bosses are more assholes than white bosses. Truth be told, like, I don't care any process.
Hostile Hellstorm overhead.
They gotta
I wasn't sure. But I didn't want to say something that was going to offend somebody because I really been asleep yesterday, but I think that's got something to do with your weight. And because black people make basket, and I'm black, so don't take offense to that. But I call it the house Negro. Yes! The house Negro mentality.
Yes, and I see it all the time with fucking black managers, especially in like retail, because they
Black people don't stick together. White people look out for each other on the job. Like, you could get caught, like, doing some Bernie Madoff shit, like, embezzling all the money out of the company. And instead of firing you and ruining you, they'll go ahead and let you resign with references. Like, when black people get in authority, instead of them trying to look out for each other and uplift each other, they get that housing mentality.
Hostile care package overhead. Hardened sentry deployed.
HCXD available.
Samuel fucking Jackson's character. You know,
Hostile Hellstorm inbound.
His character was so terrible to the other slave. John Candy, who was the racist white playboy, he was connected to the
Failing
slave.
your cord.
The
Fight
slave
harder.
next to us. He was like, what's in that box? That's my baby. He said, get her out here. He was like, but bitch, you're not this that threat. It's my house. It's my nigga. Get her out.
Hostiles destroyed your HCXD.
Damn. I don't even,
I'm not black.
Django was so entertaining. Oh my god, he was a horrible house nigga. I said, dang.
I feel like the richest some of the richest black people, so like Kevin Hart and Ice Cube, like all the dudes who look like gangsters, who pretty much made gangster rap back in the day. Yeah, notice how all those niggas become businessmen and they let that shit go easily.
Yeah, I feel like irritation about people like, you know, the irritation the most, like Beyonce. I was looking at some shit online the other day, something about her formation video, and she had her daughter in there. Like, at one point, Beyonce used to be kind of classy. She's just turned into this, like, ratchet, going on 40-year-old hoe. To me, like, ever since she got with Jay-Z, and then she's like, y'all Illuminati, y'all so corny with this Illuminati mess. But yeah, you keep throwing up the symbolism for it, and then, like, all the stuff you promote is around that whole agenda, right? Then you got your child, like you got your child in a video where you say, my baby fucked me good, so I take him to Red Lobster. Why is your 4-year-old daughter in a music video where you carry on like a ratchet whore, and you talking about my baby daddy fucked me good, so I take him to Red Lobster? Like, why would your child even be in a video like that? Like, I don't understand how that shift happened, right? And then the next thing you see this bitch on is something called Time for Change, or she's trying to do something to promote women's rights. Yet you sit up here and explain yourself as a whore in one video, and the next video you act like you're completely apart from that. And then she's in a hospital, right? You know, people are fucking dying because they don't have vaccines and medicine and the things they need. She's got all this shirt promoting herself. It says "Be Good," and it's spelled B-E-Y, good, where you want to help their cause, you gotta buy this bitch T-shirt to promote this tour. Why don't you write them a fucking check, bitch? You're a billionaire. Why don't you write them a fucking check so these kids can stop dying? Why do we have to try for change and buy the fucking T-shirt? Hell, like these people make all this money off their fans, and they don't bring nothing back to the community. They don't do anything to help anybody else. That's why I cannot be a fan.
I'm weird about that.
A fan of nobody.
I'm a little weird about that because I'm just like I don't agree. Like I'm with you on that one. I feel like damn, she's worth $450 million now because of that fucking tours and shit that she's about to release. But damn.
Yeah.
But I'm not a huge fan of like the way celebrities handle the charitable like organizations and whatnot. And I do believe that you can be too rich. My whole thing is, we were talking about this shit in driving school. We had this thing called comfort zone.
Blackout,
like
weapons free.
Geopolitical dynamics and shit. But I'm the type of person who I'm just like, if you really want to help somebody, you don't gotta cut a check if you don't want to cut a check. But do something that actually does something. Like, if you're just like, oh yeah, I want to help children in the fucking, ghetto, go there and let the light go there and help them.
Fuck you, Raph. Fuck you. Fuck your shit.
Like Michael Jackson used to put the hospitals, he used to just pay for shit directly. Like, he wasn't gonna let no child die because somebody couldn't afford to get any surgery they need or nothing like that. Like, she was in there just for a publicity, like having her picture and shit taken. This is a publicity stunt. Buy the T-shirt to help their cause. Write a check and get the kids a fucking vaccine right now. Like, these fucking kids are fucking emaciated and dying, and it's because the hospital is understaffed. It doesn't have the vaccines and medicine. You need cut a check. Problem solved. I just don't get shit like that. Like, what can you do? Why do you have houses? Like, to me, like, if I was at Powerball for $23 million,
we did the math. It was actually $4.
I didn't think that was right. Yeah. I didn't think that was right. But how many people are in there?
Hostile.
It was a couple $100 billion. How much was it?
Around 350 bill.
No, there's not.
It was $700 billion. I don't remember how many billions was it. A lot of them already got to the billion. Because they added like 12 numbers.
It's about 318 million people in America.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, that's about right. It's about right then, because it's 700 billion. It was like something billion, but if you could buy that, that's a billion is almost billion, like, a few times after the government gets their half.
It wasn't even everyone would get like $4.33. The worst part about it,
hostile lightning strike targeting
it was
active.
enough money to get
Hostile lightning strike inbound.
There's so much money. But no, you said you did the math on it. How many billion goes to $1 billion? There's enough money for every American to have at least $1 million.
No. Like, it was like $4. Like, Michael even did a video where he was talking about, like, yeah, we did the math, and it's actually just...
I think it was like, how many hundred, was it 100-something billion? I think it was like 700 billion or something. How much did it be? Because the lottery has never been that big, but I got that big, so that's another government Ponzi scheme. They added something like 20 fucking numbers to the lottery. Like, the lottery started rolling in, like, 45? I think it goes up to, like, 69 now. That's why nobody hit that motherfucker. The lottery goes up to 69 now. It's like doing their 70 numbers. They added infinite extra possibilities. That's why the shit kept rolling over.
I think the jackpot was 1.3 billion.
I thought it was higher than that. I thought it was like 7 or 8 billion.
Oh, no.
It was somewhere.
It was 1.6 billion. And...
Is that real?
Mm-hmm. think that's as high as it went, and it did, one person didn't even win that. It was about 20 something winners, and they split it up, $1 million. A lot of people did win though.
Man, if I was winning that money, there's no way. Cause to me, like I just personally believe capitalism is evil, and I believe obscene wealth is just evil. Not knowing that it's that many people dying. I personally would make it my personal mission to delve in philanthropic ideas that work. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't give money to charities because you can't trust charities. A lot of charities only have to give away 1% of the money they raise. They don't have to give away a minimum of 1% of the money they raise. The rest of their money can be untaxed, unaccounted for. A lot of this goes in the pockets of overpaid executives. You know, and so I would want to go, like you said, to the horse's mouth and do the good work. You know, there are things, create jobs. I don't want to rectify those problems.
You know what's happened recently too that we were talking about in Tony will tell you if you ever meet her, and all these guys will tell you the same thing. My favorite phrase to say when we're in a situation is it could have been handled better. That's what we're constantly saying all the time. It's like with everything, right? So the government recently around here wants to pay criminals for petty crimes like not paying child support, theft, like robbery, selling weed, things like that. Basically, crimes that you probably would only spend a max of like 3 years in prison for. Around here, for criminals who got out, or criminals who ended up taking like the rehabilitation program, they wanted to pay them. Like if they didn't qualify for welfare and they didn't qualify for food stamps, they wanted to create a program in which, like, if you were an impoverished like criminal, that the government would pay you to stay on the right track. And what they would do is they would provide you like a monthly stipend to basically adhere to drug tests. But kind of like just getting out of prison in general. But the only difference is instead of like you would still get a parole officer and all that other shit. The only difference is now you get paid.
Have you ever
HCXD ready for launch?
Yeah.
Les Miserables. Okay. Yeah, Les Miserables. It's got a lot to do with like the way prison is. In my opinion, if you serve crime, and maybe it's not like some crime like
Establish perimeter, 10,000 feet AGL.
You know, sexually violent crime. You should be able to live down your record so that you can get a job.
MTL 50% check.
What are you supposed to do when I'm a
HCXD has been destroyed.
You can't get a damn job because of some shit you did 20 years ago. And you can't get food stamps and basic government support. What are you supposed to do other than gravitate right back to the same dumb shit that got you locked up? Like, the system doesn't work. Like, the educational system is not working. Like, I was on the phone with the guy earlier while I was listening to y'all talk, and he said he could not read the words on the screen. I'm like, can you press the menu button and read it to me? And he had to spell the shit, and like one of the words he spelled that he couldn't read was client. CLIENT. I'm thinking to myself, how do you function in society? You can't read a simple, what is it, a 5-letter word? You know, like, but, you know, it's not that these people are stupid. They're just, education is so dilapidated. And you know why? It's because now you can just drop out of school. Like, it used to be a plain time. When I was a kid, if you didn't go to school, the police would come to your house, try to figure out what the fuck was going on in your house. You were truant, they sent a police officer to your house to check on your parents, and if your parents thought you were at school, you weren't going to take your ass to juvie. Now they don't give a fuck. And I think the kids know schools are ruse because they're not teaching anything to these kids in school but how to just basically fake these standardized tests. You know, I ask a lot of kids this and ask somebody this, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The next time you see somebody that's like 16 or 17, ask them if they can spell these two words, February or Wednesday. I guarantee you they can't spell it.
I can't spell either one of those words. Well, maybe
February. They can't spell it. It's upsetting. It's upsetting because that's how fucked up the educational system is right now in this country. And I don't understand why you have to take advanced mathematics to graduate high school if you're not on the track to be a neurosurgeon. Like, what they need to do is have standardized tests to determine what you're good at. And then they need to let the curriculum work with your interests. Like, if you have an interest in arts, then you should be put on the art track. If you know, standardized tests determine what your grade is. Like that one movie, what's that one movie? I thought it was kind of interesting where they had these factions like Iron Dates and, you know what I'm talking about, Divergent. Like, they figure out what's your Divergent. Yeah, I think schools will be better off in that approach. Like, I don't think it makes no sense for you to go to school 4 years and because you can't pass some dumbass standardized test, you don't get your diploma. Now I can see if they use the test to help you get through school if you have done your work and you can pass the standardized test, which justifies what they expect you should know before you graduate. Then yeah, let the test help you graduate. But don't let it hinder you from graduating if you were going to school every day doing your fucking work. That shit's stupid. And I think it's stupid to force someone to learn languages that they may not need and mathematics that they don't have the mind for and have no interest in, you know, pursuing higher education or, you know, a career in that field where mathematics is going to be a strong point. Why would you craft in school to teach you? What?
Very soon, people are going to catch on to this. The government is going to be like, because the government is trying to cut costs everywhere. So eventually the government is going to turn to like a business and they're going to be like, okay, well, let's just not teach them what they don't need to know. Eventually, like, just naturally.
They gotta get to that point. Yeah.
And you know what's probably going to happen?
I think you're right.
A lot of teachers are more likely going to lose their jobs, of course. But I would not be surprised if a lot of classes started just getting automated. Like, instead of going into, like,
Spanish or French. You don't even have to go to school. It's 5 days a week. A lot of kids are on 3 days a week and they take the shit online. I think what's going to happen is you're going to move to something online. And I think, you know what I think? I think in the next 5 to 10 years, the internet's going to have to be free. And I think they're going to make it to the point where if you want an education, it's up to you. And you can get one and you can take it home.
私はこの世界の人間ではないの。遺跡の生き残りなのよ。昔こんな形の箱から幼い私は発見されたそうよ。
それってじゃあエインフォルク家には。
当時ユミル峡谷の遺跡で調査をしていたギルが私を発見して拾ったの。遺跡のそして失われた過去へとつながる手がかりとして私を利用する目的でね。過去の記憶が全くなかった私は何も知らずにエインフォルク家で過ごした。自分が養子だということは自然とすぐに気づいたわ。両親も兄弟の使用人もみんなよそよそしかったから。だからすごく努力した。勉強も作法もドラグナイトとしてもみんなに気に入ってもらえるように家族として認めてもらえるように。でも一番欲しいものは手に入らなかった。真相気流を与えられるほどの腕を手にした私は兄や妹たちに疎まれていったの。やはり自分たちとは違う生き物なんだと陰で家族が話しているのを聞いた。遺跡の調査にこだわったのは信じたくなかったから。今まで聞いたことは何かの間違いで私はエインフォルク家の人間だって思いたかった。だけど私の正体はやっぱり遺跡の生き残りなの。私に対する遺跡の反応を見て確信してしまった。過去のことも仲間がいるかどうかもわからないままだけどね。
でもここだって全部調べたわけじゃないし、もしかしたら他の遺跡に。
もういいのよ。 間も私の存在を認めてくれる人もいなかったの。
クルルシュワさん。
ごめんなさい。私のわがままに付き合わせてしまって。こんな誰でもない人間のために。
そんなことない。ユミル教国もエインフォルク家も関係ない。クルルシュワさんは僕たちの仲間で、今は僕のパートナーでしょ。だからそんな寂しいこと言わないでよ。
ルクス君、一つ忠告しておいてあげるわ。女の弱音をあまり本気で受け取らない方がいいわよ。
さっきのは嘘だったの？
あなたの唯一の弱点は他人に甘いところだから試しに言ってみたのだけど、この反応は予想以上だったわ。でも本当にどうしてそんなにお人よしなのかしらね。あの悪名高い宮廷国の王子様だったのに。
きっとそういう運命だったからだよ。僕が母や愛梨と一緒に宮廷を追い出されたのは祖父が原因なんだ。祖父は王族の教育係もしていたことがあったから、帝国のやり方を見て黙っていられなかったんだと思う。だけどお願いです。助けてください。母さんが。民を苦しめていた王族に手を差し伸べてくれる人なんていなかった。結局僕たちは王家と民の両方に疎まれて見捨てられたんだ。
ひどい話ね。あなたは誰も恨まなかったの？
恨んだよ。この世界で僕たちを助けてくれる人なんていないんだって。何もかもを嫌いになりそうだった。でもフィルフィーが助けてくれたんだ。何の価値もない僕のところにフィルフィーだけは毎日来てくれたんだ。
あの子が。
その時気づいたんだ。本当は僕は誰も嫌いになりたくなかった。大切な人たちを、そうなるかもしれない人たちを帝国のせいで嫌いになりたくないって。僕は好きな人たちを憎まずにいられる国を作りたかったんだ。
あなたがもし新王国の王子様になっていたら、私のことも助けてくれたのかしら。
ドリル？
どうだレクス、こいつもなかなか役に立ったの？
そうですね。
ところでお前、クルルシパーに変なことはされなかったろうな。
変なことって何ですか？
そんなの私に言わせるの？バカ者！いやらしいやつめ！
いやらしいって何ですか？
それで結局鍵に関しては何の成果も得られなかったわけですが、ワイバーンも大破させてしまっておきながら。
だからごめんってば。
私が怒っているのは兄さんが何も反省していないことですよ。ただでさえ遺跡は危険なのにまた無茶をして。
面目ない。
角笛は鍵ではなかったんですね。
遺跡の内部でかざしてみてもそれらしい反応はなかったよ。
他に何か変わったことは？
特になかったよ。
そうですか。ここで進展がなかったのが残念ですが仕方ありませんね。では兄さん、これを飲んでください。
これを？
クルルスパーさんから兄さんにと差し入れのハーブティーです。疲労回復効果もありますし、ぐっすり眠れますよ。
けど
例の決闘には間に合いますから、せめて今だけでも休んでください。
ありがとう。
これで満足ですか、クルルスパーさん？ええ、ありがとう。これ以上あなたのお兄さんを私の都合に巻き込むわけにはいかないから。この依頼も明日で終わりだしね。 やっぱりまだ兄さんのことを何も分かっていませんね。あなたは。
時間通り来てくれたな。我が
でもあったわ。特に問題はないでしょ。
よろしい。覚悟はいいな。
ええ、覚悟は決めているわ。ずっと前から。お一人でバルテリック教が私を相手にするおつもりとは甘く見られたものですね。
アルテリーゼロ、あなたは少し休むとは。
アルテリーゼ。
さあ、決闘を始めようか。
ワイズブラッド。
ハフニールの未来を知る力か。見事だな。じゃあ次に俺が何をするかわかるな。どうした？どこを狙ってる？
気安く触らないでくれるかしら。
本当にこの俺を倒せるとでも？
当たらないで。どうしてまた余地が。
それはな、お前が俺の実力を見誤っていたからだ。おっと、すまなかった。いずれは俺の子をはらむ大切な腹だ。もう少し優しくしてやらねばなるまいな。まだやる気か？これ以上見苦しい姿を見せて俺を失望させないでくれ。
失望。あなたは喜んでいるんでしょう。この予想通りの展開にね。あなたはファフニールの真相を事前に確認するため遺跡調査に同行したのでしょう。前に襲ってきた盗賊もあなたの差し金ではないの。あそこでファフニールの能力を見ておけば手間が省けるものね。アルテリーゼを気絶させたのもアジダハーカの力なのかしら。
そうさ、お前の言う通りだよ。何もかも俺が仕組んだことだ。鍵であるお前を手に入れるためにな。だがな、真実を知ってもお前には何もできない。この世界で道具にしか過ぎないお前は何一つこの現実を変えられはしない。この俺に道具のお前ごときが逆らってはならないのだ。わかるだろう？お前を助ける人間などこの世界にはいない。だから受け入れろ。主である俺に尽くすというその運命を。何者だ？
すみません、遅くなりました。ルクス・アーカディア現時刻をもって戦いに参戦します。
漆黒の深層気流だと？てっきり逃げるものかと思っていたが、たかが女一人のために正体を明かすとは予想以上に愚かな男のようだな。黒き英雄とは。
あなたは彼女の価値を何一つ分かっていない。あなたに彼女は渡せない。
ならばお前を打ち負かした後に聞かせてもらおうか。その価値とやらをな。
リロード・オン・ファイヤー。
やめて。私はもうあなたを巻き込むつもりなんてなかった。なのにどうして。
ほう、自慢の真相が破られても香りの一つ変えんか。
やっぱりそうか。
なんだ没落王子、負け惜しみでも言うつもりか？
あなたはファフニールの真相、ワイズブラッドを使って僕の動きを読みましたね。アジダハーカは相手の真相能力を奪うことができるんだ。そしてその力を何度も使うためにクルルシュファンさんから桐生のエネルギーを たの真相の正体です。
見破ったことに関しては褒めてやろう。だが黒き英雄リロードオンファイヤー。どうした？さすがの黒き英雄も真相を奪われればこの程度か。
なぜ何の関係もない私のために戦っているの？あなたには何の得もないのに。それがリーさんの悪いところであり、いいところなんですよ。あなたは結局私たちの考えなんてリーさんはお見通しなんです。止めても絶対に効かないんですから。これはあなたのための戦いです。目をそらさず見守ってあげてください。あなたのために戦う兄さんを。
ルクス・アーカニア、お前もラグナレクの存在は知っているよな。俺はな、この新王国のためにそいつと戦ってやろうというのだ。そのために一刻も早く遺跡から新しい武装と技術を掘り起こさなければならんのだ。他国の女一人使うだけでこの国は救われるのだ。安いものだと思わないか？それともまたお前自らこの国を危機にさらすのか？黒き英雄よ。暴走したか。貴様の実力もそこが見えたな。
もういいわ、ルクス君。あなたは十分私の恋人役を果たしてくれた。
まだ終わってません。
無理をしなくていいのよ。私はあなたを利用していただけ。私にとってあなたはただの道具だから。あなたもそう言って私をただの道具だと最初からそう割り切ってくれたら、もしかしてなんて期待せずに済むから。こんな思いしなくて済むから。
あなたは僕の恋人ですよ。だから必ず助けます。戦わせてください。僕の大切なあなたのために。
バカめ、心臓は俺に奪われ桐生は暴走。そんな状態で貴様に何ができるというのだ。英雄気取りの没落王子め。
僕は英雄になんてなりたくない。でも帝国を滅ぼすと誓ったあの日から戦う覚悟はできている。
ルクスさんは真相を使えないはずでは。あれは真相ではありません。桐生を意図的に暴走させ、その力をギリギリまで溜め込んで一気に放つ諸刃の剣。普通じゃない力を求めて兄さんが編み出した奥義です。あれを人の手でなんて無茶な。ええ、兄さんはいつもそうです。心配している私の気も知らないで、いつも誰かのために戦っている。
決闘は終わりました。帰りましょう。僕たちの学園に。
気になるならリーシャ様も中に入ればよかったのに。バカ者！ルキスがあの執事と会うと言うから私も護衛に来ただけだ。婚約って僕たちはその。ご安心ください。ルクス 件は全て私の責任です。ご迷惑をおかけした以上、全力でお二人の支援をさせてください。
だから
ではお嬢様、失礼します。
ちょっと僕の話も聞いてくださいよ。
ルクス君も座ったら他の人の迷惑だわ。
そうですね。そうじゃなくて、恋人の件は演技だったのにどうして。
ほら、決闘の時に言ってくれたじゃない？僕はあなたの恋人ですって。あんなにもはっきりと。
あれはその勢いというか弾みというか。
ルクス君が本気なら私は本当に婚約してもいいのよ。もしルクス君が本当に婚約してくれれば、この続きをしてあげてもいいわよ。何をやってるんだお前たちは。
$50 for the cab that you can pay if you're not in the city, okay? Yeah, this is like where I live. So actually my bad, not 2 miles. It's like 4 miles because the walk I take, it takes me about 40 minutes. So it needs to be like a $15 ride. So I would be paying at base $15 for a cab to come and get.
I haven't taken a cab ride forever, and I think I've only ever taken like 2 or 3 cab rides in my life. I remember it being quite costly to not go very far, and you got to tip the driver.
Yeah. And
so how much is Uber? Do they charge about a mile?
They charge me $4.
Well, how is it profitable to be an Uber driver then?
What's profitable to be an Uber driver is that, for one, you just sit in your spot most of the time, and you sit in areas and you just pick up the calls. With a cab, you're waiting there for people to take the cab, and people stop taking cabs because they weren't as easy, they weren't as good, it's not a good experience. But with Uber, you usually have one person in that area, and because people use Uber so much, and because it's so cheap, you're always getting my friend does it. He's like a brother to me. I know his man for 13 years. He told me what it was like. He goes into the airport in the morning and gets like a $60 trip from the airport into the city. That's one.
I can see that being lucrative, and then that they tip you too. So what about the safety concerns? Because it's not like regulated like campuses. Like what if you got a fucking serial killer or something? Any problems with it, like the Craigslist killer?
Everyone's had
that situation.
Everyone's had problems with the platform because some people are just crazy. But more Uber drivers have had problems with people doing shit to them than they have had
the other way around.
Exactly.
Okay.
And cab drivers, like we all know how terrible cab drivers have been in the last couple of years. Like it's just been horrible. So my nigga, he'll go into the city, right? He'll sit at the edge of the city and just wait. And throughout the day, he'll do about 30 rides, all averaging of about $5 a ride.
How much does he averages? Do he ever tell you how much he averages like a week?
He averages about maybe 100 or 150 bucks a day.
That's not bad. That's not bad money.
Yeah.
You ain't on your car though. That's the only thing. You put wear and tear on your car.
And
the car.
He's in the city though, so like it's really nice if you're near